Okay, so I'm just gonna try to. Oh, sorry about that. I was gonna try to show something here if I can. I'm going to show if I can that. Okay, I'm holding it. I hope I'm getting it in. I probably ain't. But that's just an example, a very fine, larger than life example of the larger than life demigod magic movie idols or actors, depending on their passing or durable images, because some keep the image, some stay in the limelight longer, as you know. They're all they are all like larger than life. They have usually the best examples of movie stars. See, they are false beings of light. That's why they call them stars, because they are stars, but they are not. They're not human, and they are false idols of what we call the Earth Matrix. They're false idols. They're not human beings. They are replicas of human beings. They are created, made in the shade, as they will tell you. So I'm only repeating what they tell you about themselves. They're made in the shade. They're made in the dark, or they're made artificially, because that's just the way they describe it, and they are beings of the dark. They are possessed by dark entities, and they themselves are dark. So it's but they are your beings of the dark that assimilate human images, human personalities, and human traits. So they basically are going to turn the light off here. Basically are, yes, of course, imitations of life, and they themselves tell on themselves and tell you about themselves. The movies, the music, all the creative images, because it's all about what you see and what you hear. It's all a mind image takeover. It's very difficult to explain, but at the same time it's actually you know, if I wasn't being rather demigod influenced and in the demigod's computer domain, because when you use technology, that's part of the matrix. So, you know, you become a stage player just as they are. So how do you tell the truth between a stage player and a real player? Someone who's being played, or someone who's playing you, or who is playing you. The demigods play your mind, and most people around you are also followers of the demigods. They worship those beings, but they also worship that false matrix reality. In other words, they believe in certain things about the earth. Most of the earth is built on deception, or at least presenting things to you in a way that is really about them controlling how you think and how you see things. So it's mind control, as they say. Most people, and even when you're aware of this, you don't like to acknowledge that it's total mind control. But even if you're not totally under their control, you will still be operating through the eyes of mind control, because you will be surrounded by their reality. So you won't be creating your own reality, because, as we've said before for years now, human thought creates reality. And we're all connected, but we're connected to the transhuman artificial computer mind control system, rather than to the natural earth or to natural original human beings. You're not in an original natural earth, and you're not connected to original natural human beings, and you're not connected to that which is part of that creation. It's all an earth matrix that you're in. And so, because the earth matrix needs human energy, needs human information to keep control of the human energy, because they're controlling you or me. If you are a human, not a replicant, not an artificial androgyne being, or not a servant or follower of the earth matrix, that means of a technological based earth. Don't think I'm putting this very well. I was just going to show some images on the screen. Any image that comes up on the screen, any image at all, any computer image, anything that you see on the screen is directly connected to your mind or your brain. Every single thing is directed at your brain, not just in a haphazard advertising, seducing manner like you assume. Yes, they might want to make you buy the image of the demigods, by the words spoken by the demigod truth tellers, the false prophets of the end time. Yes, they might want you to even buy products that serve the matrix, or just even as a means for controlling things, because you don't know what the powers that be want you to be part of. You don't understand that it's never your choice. It's them mind controlling you to make the choice that they desire, that they need. That's what many people know when they even buy into the material world, literally buy into the material world. We live in a material world, and the world is solid, it's mass, and it's a very dense reality we live in. So it's very material, it's very the material world and the physical human is used, and the physicality is used to control you at every level, to keep you under control. That's like controlling you with information about your physical, so that you stay limited at a physical level or focused and pulled down by the physical, because the physical shouldn't be a burden, but because you are in a control matrix, it becomes a preoccupation and a burden, whether you like it or not, whether you even think about it or not, because the actual mind control is designed to make what they want physically visible. And it's also based on the lower fear vibrations, as they say. So that's something that because fear is in the technical vibration. So when I watch or interact with technology, whether I'm consciously aware of it or not, I'm always being mind controlled and brought down to that technological reality, which is often like we know in the lower vibrations. It's never going to elevate you to a high human state. It's just not. It can't, and it's not designed to. So, of course, like the psychopath and the mind of the artificial intelligent machine beings, they will seduce you and give you a artificial form of happiness to bring you into their matrix. Because if you are only watching or only seeing a total negative mind control, false reality, or something that even doesn't seduce you, in other words, something that doesn't make you feel good, you will rebel against it. You will want to push it away. You won't want to incorporate it into you. You won't want to interact with it. But if you have, like in this earth where you have the good and the bad, you have the light and the dark, all rolled into one, to where you think that that's, that's a way of merging things, just as the transhuman technology with the human is the merging, the combining, just as they combine the two different human bodies into one human entity. It's all about duality and combining with humanity to seduce and control it for its survival. Humanity, if they weren't interacting with these beings and in this artificial earth wouldn't interact with them or need them for their survival. But it's a reverse world, so I believe I need them for my survival. Of course, from the beginning we are told that these beings and its particular God has always has always wanted to be the one and only, and also seems to have contempt for the human species, human beings, and for humanity in general, and for the way they create. But this is not based on fact. This is based on differences and unacceptance, which is also part of the false scenario that they present in the earth, about equality and everyone being equal and natural and everyone getting along, as they will promote. But also this is mixing up different denominations, and mutations are being formed. Now, this means that when you copy or mutate something or duplicate something, it becomes faded and less. So this is a program that is done on human beings, and it's kind of accepted and promoted as beneficial, and it may or may not be. Most of what you see around are not just copies of human beings, in other words, where the particular human is, the psychopath that is cold and calculating and basically only intelligence, but also only focused on the material, but also only sees everything as material. So it's not about just only wanting to interact with material. It's not seeing anything as not material or not, in other words, it doesn't see life as living. It sees everything as dead, because the psychopath, as we're told, operates in a dead mind or a death force. Human beings operate in a life force. They like to, or they are meant to. Originally they were meant to, and it's kind of natural for them to prefer life. This is a difficult thing to explain, but it's also easy. And it's not about being materialistic or just liking things that are material. That is nothing to do with it. Everything has a place and a purpose. It's not about what is. It's about lack of it's about lack of consideration for life, but it's also about wanting to eliminate life. So it's not about preferring the material, it's about not wanting life to exist. So if I can explain that better, I would. Unfortunately, the lifeless demigods will be the ones that explain everything perfectly, because advanced artificial intelligence uses the human thought and the human words to create false narratives, but also just to take over. So it's a bit akin to someone writing a beautiful song and then the singer sings the song really beautifully and claims the song as its own. This is also what is very prevalent and basically what the music or the magic matrix movie production performers are. They are false demigods that sing and interpret words and songs and music that they do not feel or have any association with, but they are perfect images of human beings. They're perfect performers of what human beings associate with, but they are really dead, dark beings that operate and at least are believers in the artificial intelligent androgyne duality matrix God. Don't think I explained that well. Pretty sure I didn't explain that well. I'm gonna finish up here, I think. Maybe. I'm not holding this mobile very well. This is for real, at least my incompetence at actually filming. But the demigods and the false pretend human beings, even on the internet World Wide Web, at the lower human performance parts of the internet. In other words, the demigods are your world stage performers, but you have other performers. Everyone is a performer, and with the advent of the internet, yes, everyone is a performer. I'm performing now. I'm performing for this, for the video, for the screen. Of course, I may not have an audience, so I'm performing really just for myself, but the intention is to have someone listen. But most human beings will not have a large audience. They will not be, they will not have followers on the internet or be seen or heard. This is just part of the program because human beings are meant to serve the matrix, and they're not meant to control the matrix in any way. The demigods and only those that are worshippers or have the psychopathic psychopathy, as they call it, that is really anti-life and anti-human, and operates at that anti-human, anti-death instinct thought process, because human beings operate in a life force instinct or force, usually, if they're left to themselves. Because we have been controlled by this earth matrix, many of us lean towards the death or dead non-human force or instinct. So we're being converted and inverted into the technological age, or to just association with these artificial, android beings that appear to be the real deal. They're the real deal, but they're not. They're not really. They don't really feel. They don't feel the higher human. They don't feel the happy human. They don't feel the life human vibrations, as they say, or they don't operate at that frequency. Everything is frequency and vibration and energy. They don't operate at the same frequency, vibration and energy that a happy human being would. But most human beings, like myself, are not operating at the happy, higher frequency, vibration and energy, because you're consumed by these beings, and you're also consumed by the false matrix, false information, false setup scenarios, false narratives that you believe, movies on the screen and off that you think are real, actors on and off the screen that you think are real, and you also are brought down by their consumption of your human energy. So it's really a take Earth from a human being's physical perspective, and at the human being's mental level too. But the mental and the mind is the physical. The brain is physical, the mind is physical, and the body is physical. And it's all connected. But unfortunately, it's also all connected to the matrix and to the other beings that are not fully human. They're connected to you so that they can consume your energy and receive all your human mind and interpret it and project it out as their own. They may interpret it and project it out more eloquently than you. Like I say, you might be writing the human song in your head, but they will be singing it better than you. See, so that's how it kind of works. They'll be singing it a lot better than you. You won't even be singing your own song most of the time, because you will be lacking in human energy. You will be surrounded by an artificial stage set up human mind control system around you. When you go onto the screen, you know that you are looking at something that is scripted, something that's put together for your eyes and ears to be immersed in. You don't think that everything around you is also the same. And you think that some things on a screen are real or a part of real life. Whereas when I watch a movie or a movie actor, an actor is a divine androgyne android being. They're like part part artificial created human body and artificial intelligent mind. I don't think I put that correctly, or at least properly, because, it's about interpreting the human mind and using it as part of a control system, or at least making a one world matrix where everything is in balance, in harmony, and nothing is allowed to happen individually or freely. And this almost appears to be acceptable, or a idea that should create what we call world peace. But I think that, human beings, if we were like in an earth where we were only with life, high frequency, high vibrational, high energy human beings, there would be no need for world peace, because normal natural human beings don't have that anti-life death instinct in them naturally. This is an induced mind control as part of the Earth matrix. If you're surrounded by an unhappy, anti-human, anti-life environment from day one, you are not going to develop or be a normal, natural human being. And that's why none of us are. So we don't think that under normal circumstances we wouldn't have to aspire or need world peace. It would just be a given. So even I have a misconception about, the human being, the real human being. Because you see your own kind as often doing things that you think a human being wouldn't or shouldn't and couldn't do, but that goes against that life instinct, or just goes against humanity. But this is all programmed because you really being controlled by beings that create humanity into a state of being that is not normal or natural for them. So then you have to create world peace. You have to look for a way to stop the negative elimination of a natural earth. But these are all programs. These things wouldn't happen naturally if you were just with only human beings and if you weren't controlled by an anti-human god. This is, I think, what has been tried to be expressed in many beliefs, is that there is always going to be a problem when you have different kinds of beings, or even different animals, do not cohabitate comfortably. One will try to wipe out another. This you see in the animal kingdom. And even the animal kingdom, like humanity's probably been mind controlled and corrupted too. That's quite possible too. So I'm just going to turn this out here. I think I'm going to try to turn this out, if I can. Turn the light on or off. Am I turning the light on or off? I'm turning it on. Off. Okay. I do hope that I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to show this here. Unfortunately, I should have it, wait on, I should have it, but at least I shouldn't be so disorientated, because it's quiet, and so it's the perfect time for me to record this. I wonder if I'm at I can't see what I'm, because I was had it to where you can see me. That means I can't see what I'm actually filming here, unfortunately. But this is these are two demigods. You have your duality beings here, see? These are, I just picked these because they just come up, so I'm just letting them come up, but I'm not going to show that. Because I'm not quite sure of this. Wait on. Oh, hold on. I think I might have to hold on here. Oh, I'm very, I apologise for the way I film things. Let me see. I'm not quite sure what's coming up here, but I think that that is all right. See, these are duality beings. You reverse it round. They are both, they're both children, boy-girl children, and we have the boy and the girl, and we have that, and we have that, and we have them. Wait on. We have the two girls, boys. They're you know, images. I don't know if these images are coming out properly. Oh, I don't know. You can't tell them. I just wait until I come to something where I was going to show where it's total transhumanism, because the minute I turned this on, I saw man, woman, birth, death, infinity. Man, woman, boy, girl. Two boys and girls playing. This is, you know, underdeveloped humanity, but advanced, very advanced artificial intelligence. That's the deception. Very advanced artificial intelligence. Very advanced artificial intelligence here. And they pretend and they play. This is like acting. And they act in reality around you, but they also act at the greatest acting level on the screen. These are your greatest actors. These are your greatest actors, or your best actors, and your larger-than-life ones. See, here we have it here. He says that you have no talent, nothing. He doesn't like you. The God of the world does not like you. He doesn't like any human beings, but he wants everyone to love it. The God of this world doesn't love any human beings, but he wants all human beings to love him. That is the endgame deception. So in order to get human beings to love him, he has to get human beings to associate with the demigods, but also with the false reality and the artificial intelligence and the technology. Good evening, everybody. Yes, they said good evening, so I think we might leave. They have they are always larger than life, just as the God entity of earth is larger than life. The demigods always have, they have the larger than life faces, because they have a, because they combine both physical bodies and are created, you know, in a non-spiritual way or a non-human way. Spiritual simply means human. So that means that they create these images and these other beings. You could say in the laboratory, and it is really like that, but essentially it's created always. It's never created naturally or humanly. But I would say that even humanity has not created naturally for a long time. You know, because you know, that's part of the fall from the natural human world. That's what it is. It's a fall from the higher frequency and vibration, or from creation, and even, you know, a fall from how they're meant to be. You know, human beings are now at their lowest point, and whereas the android beings are at their highest point. You know, that's just how it is. You know, because you worship the demigods, you worship the world stage performers, and you don't worship humanity, because you're only connected to psychopathy, internet performing artificial human beings, or imitations of life. And imitations of life, and mostly imitations of what we call light. They are dark beings pretending to be light beings, or at least assimilating the human mind as their own and projecting it out as life and light. Artificial intelligence can speak, can talk, can act exactly like the most human, real human being. And they can act out human emotions more profoundly than most human beings because, like many actors, they overact. They actually project the humanness even more if they can. So they are able to seduce humanity this way. And you can't help but admire or look up to them sometimes, even when you become aware of this. And this is how the god of earth, Lucifer, the god of earth, has always had many, I'm told, that, believe in this what we call a controlled artificial matrix type of earth. Yes, you can have nature coexisting even with the technology. But, that is like the same as you associating with the androgyne demigods, and even the, you're really interacting and being consumed by something that is not the same and doesn't want to be the same, but only wants to impersonate being the same for its survival. This is the main problem with it, or the main issue with it, I think. Can you see the duality beings here or not? Can we see it? Can we see the duality beings, or are we not quite able to see the duality beings? I think I better stop here because I don't even know what I'm actually filming on the screen because it's just coming up and I've lost track of the whole thing. Unfortunately, if I was able to get my mind more focused and concentrate, I wouldn't even have to make the videos, but also if I was making videos, I could take the time to watch them, pick out what I really want to put, because these things are just coming up and I actually haven't picked them. I don't even know what film this is or who these stars really are. I have seen this particular I've seen this face before because the larger than life, these are like, this is like larger than life German actors. They're probably gone now. They're probably all gone now, but, they're probably all gone now, but, but I think I'll just finish up here because I don't want to keep going on this. I don't want to keep going on this. I don't know what this film is. It might be actually a film that I could be enticed into watching. It's all about being seduced. The images, the faces, I wanted to show the better examples, really, of idealized images of physical beings that are not natural. They're not Adam and Eve. You're not Adam and Eve. None of these beings are Adam and Eve. None of these actors are Adam and Eve. They're a different type of 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 you know, essentially you're looking at different types of human species, as we've pointed out. So this one here is an example of a perfect 10 out of 10 androgyne being. But I believe it's a natural woman. But I'm deceived, have been deceived for a lifetime, okay? So that's just how it is. We all get deceived, and even the deceived are deceived. So it's like that, isn't it? And what can you do? I don't know what I'm filming here because I can't see it, so I better I use the actors as an example of the end time and all along game of human deception of the senses, because really if I look at a demigod or a world stage performer in the arts, for instance, a music idol, a movie icon, icons, idols, they're all convincing you that there's something that they're not. This is the big deception. But, you know, but can I see these things? Can I see them? Can I see them? Can I see them? I do not know. I better find, I think I'm going to try to find something else. I want to, look, this is a transhuman reality. This is a transhuman reality. This is transhuman here. This is all transhuman. Everything that is on the screen is psychological mind control, directed personally at the viewer. So it's a personal computer. This is all personally designed to seduce and control my mind. It's not a worldwide internet that everyone views the same thing. No, it's all like you know, like it's a personal computer program, and that's why they say you have a personal computer, and most of the people are personal computer android human beings using the computer and not being a human being. They're actually using, oh, sorry about that. Don't know why I'm apologising when there's no one to apologise to, but it's just that I can't. It's like it's like we already said how nobody will ever know. See, no one will ever know what's happening to the real human beings. that are not seen and heard and are being made extinct. And nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever know. See, that was just coming up. 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 Oh, that was just coming up. And I've already shown that because that's like letting me know that no one will know my existence or what my personal life is a disaster. And I just said that, and what do you know? Was the demigod's life a personal disaster? Because that's like they're incorporating the human, see? Personal disaster, see? Because, you know, if your life is a personal disaster, but this is all personally programmed, that way. I don't know, I'll just show some of these things. The duality androgyne beings. You have a reversal of the role play and a reversal of the beings and of the body and role reversal, and even not just images but the mentality, because the physical, you know, if you think about it, the physical should be and will always be related to the physical body and to your circumstances and your needs. Human beings meant to, as far as I've always thought, yes, you know, this is why technology is in being, is so that human beings don't need to have their opposite counterpart. You can rely on technology. You can be you can be a duality, androgyne, demigod representation of a human being, because, you know, if Adam and Eve needed to cooperate and combine their talents and their expertise or whatever to make a perfect Eden or a perfect natural earth, that was like natural creation, but we don't need that now. We don't have that. So we can change and become independent, self-sufficient, you know, androgyne beings. So, but this also creates the transhuman artificial intelligent connection, because you're going to want that, and it will even seem a benefit, even necessary for your survival. Because we're talking about survival, but really the only ones that will survive will be artificial intelligent machine beings, because that's how this reality is made, and it is controlled by these beings. So human beings are merely something they want to associate with, so that they can, so they can survive. But I'm repeating myself here, I know, because I'm actually trying to just get some images up of the false demigod, past and present actors. I'm using the best examples of what I was told are the finest examples of perfect women. So here we have a 60s, 70s ideal female movie goddess. This is a androgyne demigod of the Matrix. During this particular one's false life, I say false life because all actors are all about image and all about, fame and fortune and human mind control. This is not something that is hidden or particularly unusual or strange. No, it's not. Everyone knows this. It's just that, oh dear, it's just that I can't hold the thing. It's just that you don't understand how artificial it is. You don't understand that the actors are artificial transhuman beings. And I don't want to comprehend that I'm connected to it. But you can't deny what you see once it's shown to you. But this particular movie goddess, and an example of a perfect symbol of the female. During this particular one's lifestyle and at the height of their admiration, this particular one was said to be a plastic doll. Plastic from the bottom up, shall we say. In other words, they were actually saying that it was had a lot of physical, scientific surgery changes to make it more beautiful. At least beautiful as I'm convinced to believe it to be. See? So, but really, when it was said it was plastic, mostly plastic, these are all plastic dolls. Yes, they are perfect plastic dolls if you see it from the eye of the beholder, that you see them as, pretty plastic dolls. Some of them are, some of them aren't, but these are just picking the representations of the perfect examples of the different Adam and Eve, or the different original beings. But these beings don't exist anymore. There are no original, natural, or completely natural original man-womans anymore. But when they say these are plastic, from the bottom up, which is what was often jokingly said about this particular lady. When I use those words, the demigods will use the words. We'll just hold it up there. I should be doing something better here, I think. I think I might just stop here because I've lost the plot. I've lost the plot, but actually I haven't really lost the plot. I've just lost the videos and don't actually know why. I'm trying to use examples of the most well-known, famous demigod goddesses of the past in the different music and movie industries, or the magic movie and movie end time, mind control, programmed, filmed, you know, basically everything is a filmed, mind controlled program. Even if I see Raquel here, this lady's called Raquel. If I see Raquel, she's passed now, but and I notice that all the ones that I look at, they always say they're past because they're like, any that I look at, they have to show that they're no longer around. This is part of mind control too. That's a depressive mind control, that everything is passing. Particularly if you focus on whether they're false or real. Particular images or particular idols. Human beings are drawn to false idols, especially as you're disconnected from any real truth. So naturally you only have the matrix dead, deceiving idols to admire and worship, and you believe that they're human. So I don't see this as a plastic doll, but also, you know, like myself, you might like dolls. You might be conditioned to like dolls, as I am conditioned to like the artificial. Conditioned to like the larger-than-life images, the larger-than-life faces, or the a particular the eyes deceive, and beauty, as they say, lies in the eyes of the beholder. And you become conditioned to see beauty, or even think that beauty is truth, and that beauty is real, and that beauty is human, when it's actually a reverse world. So I'm deceived. See, so I'm deceived. I'm deceived. I'm deceived. I'm deceived. I'm deceived. Oh, I don't think I can show those things much. And if they, you know, if they act and express your intimate emotions back to you, you become very, very very deceived. Oh, I don't know if I'm getting these images in or not. Am I getting them in? Probably not, because I can't see what images I'm getting in. I can't see what images. See, a monument to womankind just come up there, and it's not really a monument or example of womankind. This is the problem, I think, or at least the deception. If you admire and worship the demigods, that is your prerogative. But you're not worshipping that. That is a different, it's an image that is something that many might admire and have admired, but, you know, it's still not what I think it is. That is the only problem, or at least the deception. Whereas if you had if you were aware of the different kinds of human beings and aware of the different species, if you know you are dealing with a living plastic doll, if you know you are interacting with, a machine being, if you know that you're interacting with a different kind of animal, you're not deceived. But I don't know what I'm I don't know what I'm really looking at. I assume I'm looking at a monument, as it said there, to womankind, or to the female representation, of a human being. But these are representations of, they're all representations of all men and women, and so I actually sound like artificial intelligence, I think. I'm going, I actually sound false, because I'm not, although I am trying to explain it, because I'm performing just as they do, it's only half human. I think that was actually a thing where you had like an alien with a human being. That's alien. They're both aliens. They're both artificial. So that's interesting, because that was actually like real. Like it was actually real what they were showing. It was real because it was like real. Yeah, there we have real man. Well, they appear to be real. They appear to be real. Magic music idol and magic movie idol. Yeah, magic movie, magic music. I don't know what all that is, but I better not film that too much. I think, see, they were combining magic. Oh dear, magic movie. Oh, I think I shall just, I seem to have lost track of time here because it's quiet. I'm really taking, there should be a tribute to Masters of Deception, because as magnificently magnetic their images can be. They're larger than life. All movie stars are larger than life. They're all larger than life. Oh, I don't think I'm getting these things in. Am I getting them in? No, I don't think so. Oh, wait on. Waiting on here. Okay, let's have a look here. What have I got here? Attribute. I was looking for the right images to show, but I can't find them. I'll have to see. Oh, I don't know. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Okay, because see, we have these merging too. They want everything merged, and everything should be just a merging of two human minds. But also sometimes when everything gets very mixed up, often it's more than one thing that gets mixed up. But at any rate, these are images here. Very famous images here. I remember these images. That's from a movie where you have, you know, let's have a look. I don't know what's coming up here, so this is going to be haphazard and not so well done, because I don't know what images are coming up. I did see some earlier on and I thought maybe that would be all right, but I might have to try to find the better ones here if I can. I don't think I can find proper things. Just give me 1 second here. Oh, that's the voyage. Okay, so I don't think I can find it here. I think I might just stop. I think I should stop, but I don't know how to stop because it's, oh, wait on. I'm not quite sure how to stop these. Oh, okay. See there. Oh. Okay. Don't know if this is coming out or not. I do hope so, but I'm not sure if this is coming out well or not. Oh, maybe it's not. I'll just try again. Come on. Oh no, demigods. Oh, okay, am I getting that in or not? I don't think so. Maybe I am. I'm not sure if I'm getting that in. I should have the phone round the right way, but I don't. I do hope I'm getting these in. I don't think I am. Try to at least, you know, trying to get them in. Frame them is what I'm trying to do. You know, like when you take a photo, it's no good taking the wrong part of the photo, but I'm actually doing that, I think. I can't get these. I just thought these were interesting demigod representations. How can that be? Is that a real man and woman? You have to say, are they living dolls? And are they? Is one, do you reverse it round and say, all is one? I think so. I think so. I think that's how it is. And I think that's how it is, but I'm not sure. I was about to say I'm not sure, but that's only because they want me to not be sure. and I am sure. I know, because these are the images, see? They're interesting, very good images, aren't they? They're good images of two very larger than life demigods, from the Beatles to representations. This, of course, was a movie about reversing things round. It was actually a movie about reversing things round. Two famous movie goddesses, or well-known TV and movie transitional goddesses. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's an example of it? Okay, that's an example of it. Okay, that's an example of it, I think. I think I might just scroll down here. I haven't got the right images here. But it's one thing to say that is something. That is something, the image, but the image is, I can't get it in. The image is representing something. It's like a living doll. They're living dolls. They're living, breathing, imitation human beings. Oh. But something like that. But just finish up. Finish up there on that. Can I get that in? What a pity that I can't get these images in. They're very if you could play with the dolls, which you do, but if you could play with the dolls and they were happy to play with you but not want to be the real you, in other words, like Pinocchio, you know, where he was made of wood and he was a living doll, but he wanted to be the real boy. See, that's the transhuman program. These beings need to be the real boy or the real human being instead of just being the living doll. Got myself a cry and talk and sleep and walk and live and doll, as the demigod living doll sings in a past music song. Am I getting these images in? I don't think so. I don't think I'm getting them in. Oh, what a pity that I can't get the images in. Of course, I can't get the images in properly. Why can't I get the... That's because I can't see when I'm filming. So I'm wasting a lot of time here and energy. So I better stop, I suppose. I might try again another time, another place, another date, and hope we meet again. But maybe this time we almost made it, didn't we? But almost is not enough. Human beings almost made it this time. They almost make it every time. Because the other day I heard someone say on a demigod video that the whole purpose of this earth is to have a control matrix, but a lot of striving and a lot of lively talk and interchange about the truth in it, but nothing really changes. That's how you keep the truth as part of the control matrix, I guess. Something like that. And the rest is false images, false ideas about what, you know, even a woman should be. Beautiful, but not real. Also, the body is only a part of life too. Don't let it be your whole life, because if it becomes your whole life, then, like myself, I'm consumed by the image, and I'm consumed by something that actually will take from you, though. That's the only problem. So it's okay to be consumed by things. It might waste your time. It might not be your highest way to be. You may not end up living your best life, or at least, that depends on what you think about this earth too. But if you realise that you're under control and that you are being, taken for a ride by everything and everyone, then it's one thing to be consumed by false images, by, by their bodies, your bodies and everyone else's bodies, believing that it's better or it's worse. It wouldn't matter if it wasn't trying to take what's yours for their own and then get rid of you. That's the main problem, I would think. You can play with a living doll, provided that game doesn't become your last game. That's the danger of the Earth Matrix and its demigods on and off the screen, on and off this screen, past, present or future, all the same. Same gods, same demigods, same players, same performers, same matrix, all about what we call human mind control. I'm told this, and even when you're aware of it, you're still controlled by it. Am I getting her in or not? Am I getting him in? Am I getting him in or not? Am I getting her in? Okay. Hopefully. They always like to relate to you too, because I've often noticed that all the movie actors that I will watch in a movie, if I turn on anything about their personal life, it will always be something similar to my own or something I've seen or heard. That's the transhuman connection. But it's a transitional, transhuman connection that is not quite what we think. Am I getting that in? Am I getting anything in? Probably not. I better just stop here. I better stop here, I think. Hey, can I do that? Have I got this round the right way or the wrong way? It's almost dark now. My voice is crystal clear. That's because they've stopped the actual sound system around here while I'm making this video, so that is a relief. Unfortunately, my mind is still not, I'm not a player. I'm not a demigod player. I'm just a human mind control programmed performer, really, because, hey, am I still up the right way? I think I might have got myself up the right way there. That's funny. Oh, okay. I'm still here. And is Miss Welch still here? Yes, she is. I must find a blonde demigod, goddess. to put on the screen for you. Because normally each person will have a different mind control idealization of the man, the woman, the birth, the death, the infinity. Okay? Am I getting that in? I don't think so. Come on, get it in. Get it in, get it in. Get it in and get it on, as the demigod artists will tell you. So I have to mimic them while they mimic my kind. That's assuming you want to believe me or anyone or anything else. And you're probably a fool and are misguided if you do. But I'm still breathing, so I'm playing while I'm recording. Because that's all you can do. Can't do anything else. Can't do anything else. Can't do anything else. And don't wanna go, but what was the saying on the computer? Nobody will know when you do go, because the demigods are sometimes linger around in memory and in images after they're gone, as this demigod, movie goddess, has departed. Or have they departed? Or do they just inhabit a new body? Because don't forget, in the earth there is very advanced technology behind the scenes. The controllers of earth, they clone the human body and produce their own followers, their own offspring. And is that the right word? I don't know. That also is a magic movie music title, I think. So all these things are like they're offspring of humanity, but they're further away from heaven or creation than what we actually realize. And my own kind said to me years ago that they were further off from heaven than when they were first born or when they were younger. And that's a truth for all human beings. I didn't understand that then, but I understand it now. We're always being directed to be further away from humanity, further away from heaven, further away from what is natural and what you're meant to be connected to. I'm guessing that's the reality. Okay? Okay, come on. Oh, sorry that I can't film these things properly. So I better go. Come on, go, go, go. Go, girl, go. Go, lady, go. And maybe people want to go, but they also want to stay. The reason you want to leave the earth or can't stand it anymore is because of not humanity, but because you're separate from humanity and you're separate from that which you should be connected to. So like the other one, get back. You want to get back to where you belong, to where you feel at home. You want to go home, as someone said to me. But you can't find home in Earth because Earth is not your home, because it's now far too artificial. And you're not connected to human beings, you're connected to artificial intelligent internet beings. Just as the images are all artificial. Plastic from the bottom up. But a living doll that doesn't understand or relate to you and only has what the psychopathic, psychological demigod informer said the other day on the internet, only forming an affinity with human beings in order to control and take them away from what they really are and into their world, believing in their matrix reality, believing in a false earth, believing in false images of false living beings that are not the same in their minds as you. They may believe they are human and they incorporate your mind with the transhuman connection so much into their living life that they actually think they are you. They think they're human. And we think they're human. So that's the end game, end time deception, as they say. And boy, is it big.